2, go.
And oh shit, you said go the wrong side. Start that off again, hold on. I was like 3, 2, and I'm like, is he gonna, because I was going 3, 2, and then I'd count down 1, 0 in my head, and then I would go. That's what I thought you were doing. I was like, and then you said go, and I was like, ah, shit. Now I'm gonna do that intro. And what is going on, guys? This is Defiance Swarm and Defiance Freqz, and today, that kind of thing. Brian, alright, let's go again.
Alright.
Everyone.
I'll say 3, 2, then you start. 3,
Okay.
2.
And what is going on, guys? This is Defiance Swarm and Defiance Freqz, and today we're going to be talking to you about a few stuff. Firstly, what we've got on our list anyway is how the team was formed, what the practice and preparation was like for us, the CoD Championships, which we did, what we're going to be doing in the future involving Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, that kind of thing, and roster changes. So, Freqz.
Yeah, okay, so I'll go into how the team was formed a bit. So basically the team was formed by me contacting Swarm when I saw he was looking for some players, some free agents, as you know, what the competitive scene really uses free agents. I saw him on GB that he needed some players, so I asked if I could team with him. He said yes, then I brought us the 4th player. He already had Macky from playing singles against him. And
yep, yeah, I met Macky playing singles. That's what I used to do before I started. Well, tried to get a team together, tried to get Defiance together. Yeah, that's what I was doing before. Just playing singles basically was pretty much it. And then I thought, you know, we got CoD Champs coming up, which is a once-a-year thing. We may as well try and get into that, see how far we can get. So I met Macky in a singles game. Sort of watched his YouTube channel for a bit, and saw that, you know, he wanted to be getting into competitive. He wanted to be trying to win competitions, go in his tournaments, that kind of thing, which is exactly the same. So I said to him, listen, you know, do you want to set up a team? And he said he would, and then along and bought the 4th player, which was Suede.
Yeah. So that's basically how the team originally formed. Suede did end up leaving. We'll talk about that a bit later on. But do you want to get into practice for now?
Yeah, yeah. Practicing for the CoD Champs was quite difficult actually, because we only had 2 weeks in which to do it. We eventually got the entire team together and found out what we were actually going to be doing in the Champs. We found out that it was a best of 5, and we were going to be playing stuff like Domination and Blitz, which was a problem because all of us were S&D players. None of us had really gotten into Deserter or anything like that much before. So what we had was 4 people. 3 of I don't know. Freqz, was Suede? Did Suede play Domo and Blitz and that before?
Yeah, Suede is very familiar with Blitz and Domination. Yeah, as I teamed him in the past.
Yeah.
That's all we played really.
Yeah, so yeah, we had what we ended up with. We had 2 singles players which knew how to do nothing else but get bombs down on S&D, and then we had Suede and Freqz, which had been playing Domination and Blitz for a while. Really, we just had kind of like a one. It was, well, come to think of it, it was a fairly balanced team because we had 2 people who were good at S&D and people who were good at Blitz and Domination.
Yeah.
We only had 2 weeks to practice for the CoD Championships, which was difficult to say the least. Half of that time, for about a week, Macky wasn't actually scrimming with us and getting games on GB with us. We also had various discussions about whether we should be playing Deserter or game battles. Me and Sway got into a few arguments about that. And so, you know, 2 weeks isn't a lot of time to practice for the biggest the gaming event of the year, especially the biggest tournament of the year. Yeah, me and Macky came straight out of S&D on singles. I've personally been playing singles for about 1.5 years, but nothing but singles. Doubles very occasionally, but otherwise just been playing singles and just been playing S&D. So, you know, this is the first time I think either me or Macky had to play something that wasn't S&D. Me, it was the first time I had to play something that wasn't S&D and also wasn't a 1v1, so it was a big kind of change for me anyway. Like I said, half of the team weren't even practicing for the first. We had some roster changes going on by the end of it. Yeah. And so half of the people in the team actually only ended up practicing for 2 days before the CoD Championships. Me and Freqz ended up, me and Suede rather, were the only 2 members of the team that played for the full 2 weeks practicing. And after that, we had saying that he couldn't make it for the CoD Champs. Yeah, he missed the biggest gaming event. Yeah, he had a very busy day. He missed the biggest gaming event of the year for a haircut.
Yeah, that had to be
Apparently
done.
his fringe was getting quite long. Yeah, his fringe was getting quite long. It was covering his eyes. So he said, "Look, I'm not going to be there for the championships because I'm going to have my hair cut."
Yeah.
Yeah, great excuse, really.
CoD champs can wait. It can wait. It can wait. Your haircut first.
So yeah, I was told that about was it a week away from the CoD champs or a few days?
Probably a few days, know me.
Yeah, a few days before the CoD championships, I was told that Freqz wouldn't be playing, so we were down to a 3-man team. At which point, I got one of the other members of the team, Defiance Freqz. He'd been having issues with his old team, so I thought, we're going to need to have a reserve. We might need to have a just in case Freqz can't turn up. This is before Freqz told me he was going for a haircut, for a haircut. So we got Corrupt in, and got back to a 4-man roster, which was okay. Once we got back to a 4-man roster, it was a bit more knew all the players who we were going to field in the game. I mean, before we thought Freqz was going to be in there, and now obviously Corrupt was going to be in there instead. Corrupt also hasn't played objective hardly at all. So I think how he got into that and how he grabbed that by the horns, if you like, and really tried to get into objective games such as domination and blitz was really good. We were on the 4th round of the clips. We ended up with domination on Sovereign being one of the main maps. I think it was the 3rd one, and it was 1-1-1. We had won the 1st map, they had won the 2nd map, and it was the 3rd map on the best of 5. So it was quite a pivotal point in the game. And Props would sit on the back yellow balcony on Sovereign, just hard aiming straight down the centre of the map with an LMG, and that LMG just did not stop firing for pretty much the entire game, and he locked down that entire flank, so we were really, really glad to have him there. Yeah. During the CoD Championships, the first game we played, Suede, obviously Freqz wasn't there. We'd been training practicing as a 4-man team for only 2 days by this point. Me and Suede had been practicing for 2 weeks. Macky hadn't been screwing with us; he had only come back. And also we had Corrupt as the new member in the team. So Macky and Corrupt hadn't been scrimming at all with us. Me and Suede had. Macky and Corrupt hadn't. So really, half the team had 2 weeks practice, the other half had 2 days. And going into something like the Call of Duty Championships with only half the team practicing for the maximum of 2 weeks and the other half practicing for 2 days was obviously really tough and really difficult. First game, Suede actually ended up turning up about 2 minutes before we forfeited the entire match, which wasn't great. The match was scheduled for 12 o'clock, which is the start time for the championships, and Suede turned up at 12:13. So that was a little bit difficult. We actually won the first game 3-0. We're going to upload some of these games for you because in the Definity stream, when we went against TYT, that was the fourth round. TYT and Freqz. We were playing against in the 4th round, and that one was commentated on by one of the VP brothers. So that was quite good for having all those views. It was quite nerve-wracking, to be honest. I mean, I've had 50, 60 people watching me before in playoffs on the singles, but nothing like the amount of viewers that we ended up having in the actual live stream that was also streamed on MLG.tv. I'll put a link down in the description. You guys can go and watch that. But all it basically, we did get pretty much slapped, and it was actually quite embarrassing. But so it's nice to know that we're going to be able to load those the first round, the second round, or the third round for you guys to watch, because we did play some cracking games. First round, we best of 5, we won that 3-0. Second one, we won 3-1, and the third one, we won 3-2. We came down to the last map, which I actually got a 1v4 on, so I was quite proud of that.
Ooh. And
yeah, hopefully that. Well, I think it was a 1v3. It might have been a 1v3. It was a 1v3 with a bomb down. So I'll upload that as well. So yeah, the CoD Champs was really interesting for us. Obviously, we've only practiced. And going up against TYT Freqz right at the end on round 4 was nerve-wracking, as I've previously said. And the first, second, and third round, I'll make sure I upload to you guys, and that'll be on this channel a bit later. Anyway, Freqz, you want to go into the roster changes and what happened with Suede after the CoD Champs?
Yeah. So after CoD Champs, Lawrence did leave. for reasons we didn't really understand. He didn't give us a really specific reason, he just wanted out. So we didn't make too much of a fuss about it. You know, if someone's unhappy or someone wants to leave the team, then we're not gonna stay there for half an hour. You know, asking him why and you know keep asking him to come back. So that's it.
Well, we weren't going to beg it. You know, if he wanted to leave, it was his choice, really.
Yeah, and that's it on him leaving. I mean, there's not much to say about it. He's a great player and all that, but he wanted to leave, so yeah, he got out. So to wrap this video up now. We've only got a few minutes left because of my memory, so I'm going to talk about the Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Three of us. Yep. Oh yeah, three of us have YouTubes. Swarm, myself, Macky, and then we have the team YouTube. So subscribe to all of them. I'll obviously link everything I mentioned now will be linked in the description. We have a UK Defiance Twitter, which we will start to get going soon, really soon. And the Twitch.
Yeah, we've got a Twitch channel which Defiance Freqz is running at the moment. He's going to be doing stuff like what's he doing at the moment? Is it League of Legends or is it something else? I can't quite remember.
Like League of Legends, yeah. It's like a.
Yeah, I think he's doing a League of Legends series at the moment, and he'll also be streaming our games. We're also going to have loads of stuff going up on Twitter, so make sure you follow our Twitter. I'm not got all of this channel. The video will be on the team channel. All of the team will have the password to that. So all of us will be able to upload content fairly regularly for you on this channel. Me a little bit later on, but we're hopefully going to be having one video a week up, and by the 14th of February, when I get my capture card, I'm going to try and get one a day up for you guys. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and go and watch our live streams on Twitch when and the Twitch account I'll also link in the description below. When we're streaming, that'll be up on Twitter.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.